And he received them at their hand and fashioned it with a graving tool after he had made it a molten calf. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it. And Aaron made a proclamation regarding the building of the golden calf. And this is what he says to the people regarding the golden calf. Tomorrow is a feast to Yahweh. They built the calf and said, we're having a feast to Yahweh, the one that brought us out of Egypt. And so it says in verse 6, they rose up early on the morrow, and they offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. I'd like to submit to you that having a festival and having burnt offerings and peace offerings is how the God of Israel said in the Torah that he was to be worshipped. They're doing it the way he said be worshipped, but they said the God of Israel is that calf. They made an image of the God of Israel in their mind and worshiped, and they feared him according to the imagination in their heart. And I'd like to submit to you that that is the case in Christianity today. We've made an image of how the God of Israel is to be worshipped, and we do it according to that image and not according to how is specified in the Torah. And that is why Elijah comes in the end of days and points out and makes the distinction and says, choose what you're going to do. Quit following this mixed worship. And if you believe that Jesus is the Messiah, he's the lawgiver, then worship him according to how he said he wanted to be worshiped in the Torah, because this is a part of preparing for his second coming. Messiah isn't coming for a bride that's involved in mixed worship. He's coming for a bride that worships him in spirit and in truth. What happened then when the children of Israel built this golden calf? They made a festival unto it, which was mixed worship of the God of Israel. They offered burnt offerings and peace offerings, and there was substitute biblical holidays. Now let's look at Baal worship, which the Bible also calls the golden calf system of worship, which is mixed worship under the God of Israel, and see how it's incorporated into our belief as Jesus is the Messiah today. On one hand, we proclaim that Jesus is the Messiah and he died on the cross and he shed his blood to save sinners. That is absolutely, totally true. That is a valid and accurate message. But we mix faith in him by saying we need to celebrate Christmas and Easter, which is not how the Torah says that the God of Israel is to be worshipped. This is mixed worship. This is a golden calf type of worship. So Elijah comes and says, you're involved in mixed worship. Choose now whether you're going to be involved in this mixed worship or worship the God of Israel according to his Torah. 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 21. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, how long will you be between two opinions? If the Lord be Lord, follow him. What does it mean, follow him? It means follow Torah. But if Baal, then follow him, or the mixed worship system. Therefore, Elijah comes in the end of days and says, in order to prepare for the coming of the Messiah, you need to choose between Sabbath, given in the Torah, or Sunday, which is mixed worship, which ultimately, if you study, came from Constantine and Roman Catholicism. We need to choose whether we're going to be keeping the biblical feasts, which includes Passover, or Easter, which came from Constantine, from Roman Catholicism.